To the latest on the COVID-19 outbreak and a huge spike in the number of cases in China, 15,000 new coronavirus infections and 250 more deaths. The increase due to a new method China is now using to diagnose that disease.
Meanwhile, off the coast of Japan, dozens more passengers on that quarantine cruise ship have tested positive, bringing the total aboard to more than 200.
That has other quarantine passengers who are still healthy, including a Fort Langley man desperate to get off that ship. CTV Shannon Patterson reports.
It is currently day 9 of our quarantine.
9 days since Spencer Fehrenbacher has been able to leave his tiny cabin aboard the Diamond Princess off the coast of Yokohama, Japan.
There certainly is a lot of opportunity to be stir crazy, and that's one reason I'm really so proud of him, because he's kept an even keel when the environment around him is anything but that.
257 passengers and crew have now tested positive for coronavirus.
There is a possibility, given that there are new infections being identified this many days in, that there is something in the cruise ship environment that's contributing to new infections.
The 29-year-old from Fort Langley sits in quarantine.
This is the captain from the bridge.
While new cases are announced each morning.
The bad news is they have 44 new cases of passengers having tested positive for the virus.
Imagine if we had a report that there were 44 cases in your building, and then just don't worry about it, you're safe. Even 44 cases in Vancouver, I think we would all recognize that that's a situation we're uncomfortable with.
Japanese authorities are now allowing passengers over the age of 80 who've tested negative to get off the ship and finish their quarantine on land.
I'm remaining hopeful that here over the course of the next 48, 72 hours, I might have that opportunity and I might have the chance to get off the ship.
Put yourself in that position that you're surrounded by one of the biggest hot zones on the planet. You just don't want to stay there.
Foreign Affairs is focused on the 12 Canadian passengers who've already contracted the virus on board the cruise liner, leaving healthy people like Fehrenbacher in limbo.
It leads you to be very restless about the safety of the people on board and my son.
Shannon Patterson, CTV News, Langley.